Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Project Zomboid Super Map. I know I'm supposed to be going to Dreadwood, but I've been having a lot of problems with the new game, the new version. Realistic Kentucky Firearms doesn't work, so my save that I was using for the Super Map is corrupted now. It won't even load up. So I had to start a new game without the Realistic Kentucky Firearms installed. So none of the, new good guns or any of that. So we're not going to be able to use that, but we still have the regular guns in the game, which is good enough because I hardly ever use the guns anyway. It was just a few of the little extra things that came with the Realistic Kentucky Firearms mod that I really like using, like the Rain Parker and the combat knife and a few of the other things that came with that. So what I decided to do is I'm still gonna meta events. So what I decided to do was is that I spawned again in Moldry since we had already made it this far, and the maps seem to be fine installed in the new version of the game. So I'm not gonna hopefully have any problems with those, but. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes those meta events just last too long, especially the helicopters, and they're really loud on the recording. So I try to, I'm probably gonna cut that one out, but I'll just pause it to let it finish out for a second there. But I'm back. So what I decided to do was that I'm gonna go ahead and build up my character's stats a little bit because I was having a lot of problems with being able to travel around, to the different areas. See, yeah, I think the meta events are broke because a lot of times I get this bug sometimes where, oh hell, yeah. So what I decided to do was I wanted to stop for a little while and work on his stats. Build his stats up a little bit before I head the rest of the way to Dreadwood because basically, he has no stats because he just started the game, and the guy that I was using before at least had some stats because I had played for a little while. So I didn't really want to just continue the game with a new character with no stats and then try to, go out in the middle of the woods and survive because the game is seems like it's a lot more difficult than it was last time. There's a lot more zombies and things of that nature. So I decided to try to post up on a spot for a little while and basically get his stats built up a little while, at least for maybe one episode, maybe two episodes. I'm going to try to do a little, not too much base building, but I'm definitely going to, come on, dude, open the window. It's a damn trailer park. Damn it. You know what? Yeah, so I was going to stop. Oh, oh, oh. Didn't even see that guy. The zombies are definitely much more aggressive and there's a lot more of them. It seems like they've definitely changed. Dude, can you not hit this zombie in the head? Damn it. And he's running all fast. Okay, dude, how many beats to the head is it gonna take? Okay. Damn it. Yeah, so I wanted to build up his stats a little bit more, maybe gather some food, get a second bag, get some better weapons because right now all I have is a baseball bat. I don't even have an axe, a few rounds of ammo. So since I'm in Moldry and everybody knows where the stuff is in Moldry, I'm basically going to try to, oh, I already got a big hiking bag. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and grab some of this food. I want to get like a little amount of food to take with me, give me a tent, constructed, ready to use ahead of time before I head out. Just prepare a little bit because this is a new character. Yeah, this is definitely a new character with low stats and no survival supplies or kits or anything ready to go. So we're basically going to start over with this guy and try to get some. Let's take these matches. Yeah, we'll try to get this guy up and running so that I can survive the actual trip, because that's where I'm running into a problem at, because the game seems like it's definitely a little bit more difficult now. I don't know if they actually changed it out or what they did, but it does seem to be like a little bit more difficult. So I'm definitely going to try to build up his stats a little bit before we get back out there on that road, because the road is definitely really dangerous and you got to be prepared to defend yourself, and you better have a decent weapon and a place to sleep, because any more food there? No. Yeah, because I'm running into a lot of problems with the zombies. They're just a lot tougher, it seems like. And let's see what we have here. Another baseball bat, some sleeping tablets, batteries, nails. I will take I think I already have a lighter. Yep, I already have a lighter. So we're going to go back. We're going to cook up this food. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, because I've been having a lot of problems. I really wanted to wait until Realistic Kentucky Firearms is updated before I started back on the episodes, but it just hasn't been updated. I don't know if the guy has given up on it or he's still working on it, but it was working in the 29.3, build, the early build, the pre-access build. It was actually working in that just fine, but when they released the 29.3 out to the public, it basically just broke the mod. It won't even load up the game, and even if it does load up, stuff is broken, like you can't chop down trees. So you'll have all the weapons and stuff that you need, but you can't chop down any trees, which in this game is something you can't go without. So I just wanted to reiterate that I haven't given up on my Realistic Kentucky Farms Zombified playthrough. I guess I have to give this guy more time to see if he can fix the bugs that's in the mod now. So this is just going to be a short little update video to let you guys know what I'm doing with my Project Zomboid series, because I know there's a lot of people that watch my Project Zomboid series. So I just want to let you guys know I haven't given up on them. I'm trying to get it back the way it was before, so we can get back on track with the missions and things that I was doing in my series already. I've already started up the other series with the Resident Evil Mansion base, which I had to take the Realistic Kentucky Firearms mod out of that because I couldn't chop down the trees, so I couldn't build the base that I'm trying to do. So basically, let's go here and go to sleep. And I had a couple of comments on Reddit about me using my controller on these episodes. I've been using the controller ever since I started making these episodes. So I just want to reiterate, how I feel about using the controller on here. I know there's a lot of guys out there that say, oh, the keyboard is the master control form for the PC, which is true. I mean, you're playing a first-person shooter or, something like that. The keyboard is really nice, but there are just so many other games out there that, the keyboard just does not. Have you ever tried to play Grand Theft Auto with a keyboard? I mean, think about it. Imagine trying to play Grand Theft Auto with a keyboard. It's just not going to work. I mean, it just does not work. And this game, even though you can use the keyboard with it and it functions, it actually works like a realistic game. It works a whole lot better with the gamepad. There's only a few quirks here and there, like I'm gonna show you guys here. Like, let's say I want to go out here and I want to forage through these woods here, and you just on the gamepad you're supposed to hit the X button, and it'll pull up the sub menu for foraging and building and all those sort of things. But for whatever reason, when you use a gamepad, if your main inventory does not have a hammer, I reiterate this a bunch of times, if it does not have a hammer, it will not pull up that menu. It will not work at all. It won't even let you right click with your mouse. I can still use my mouse, but I'm right clicking, and as you can see, it won't pull up that menu because it says that you're using the gamepad. But the thing is that you have to have a hammer. Once you find a hammer, everything works just fine. You put a hammer into your main inventory, and basically when you hit the X button on your gamepad, it'll pull up that sub menu. Now if you're off somewhere in the woods where you can actually forage, which these areas here don't work with foraging. I guess they're too close to the street or the neighborhood. They don't actually work. You actually have to be in the woods. for it to work, but it does work. So when you get the hammer on your property in your inventory, then you can use the sub menus, but you have to find a hammer first, which, you know, isn't that bad because hammers are usually pretty easy to find. But it's daytime. He's a little tired. He's over encumbered. So let's drop off some of this food here, and we'll go out one more supply run before I cut this episode here. Because I just wanted to let you guys know what I was doing. What I was doing with my episodes. What are we looking at? You know, before you see some more episodes from Project Zomboid. I'm not going to stop making them. I'm just going to have to kind of change up how I'm making my episodes without the realistic Kentucky firearms, and I'm going to have to basically, you know, reboot from the last few episodes that I've made where the mod was actually working to now that the mod isn't working, and you know the saves were corrupted. They just don't work. So you know, I'm going to continue the series, definitely going to continue the Super Map series, and my Zombified series is definitely going to continue. But this is just going to be like a little update video for what's going on with my channel, and you know, with my Project Zomboid series and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and put this stuff in there while I'm bumping my gums, and let's put all the dry goods in here. We'll put this water in here. We'll take the soda. We'll drop the canned goods. We don't need those right now. I'm just going to try to build up and get me some supplies together, get me a tent together, get the hammer, a couple of axes, you know. Then we're going to head out and we're going to continue with the super map to Dreadwood, which is working. So I installed that map mod to the original mod, and it seems to be working. So I'm happy about that. So we'll go ahead and drop this bag in here as well for right now. We'll put the pistol in there, and we'll put the sleeping tablets in the room, and let's go ahead and drop this stuff in there. Yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't give up on me and my Project Zomboid, because it's one of my favorite games. So let's see what else we have that we can put away. We're not over encumbered anymore, but he's freaking hungry, so let's eat the apple. No, I said eat. Yeah, so what we're gonna do for maybe one or two episodes here for the super map episodes, I'm gonna stay here and try to build up you know, my supplies, build up build up my supplies, get everything ready for the eventual journey to Dreadwood, and then continue on to West Point and into the mall, and then we'll see where we start off from there. So hope you guys are enjoying these episodes, because I enjoy making them for you guys. And I'm really excited about the amount of views that I'm getting and the amount of people that like my videos. So I'm definitely enjoying making these videos for you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy watching them. And I'm going to keep on making them for you guys. I just wanted to let y'all know that I haven't given up, because I know I haven't posted a Project Zomboid video in 3 or 4 days. So I don't want anybody to get worried and think, oh, he's giving up, he don't care anymore. That's not what's going on. We just gotta, you know, every time there's an update, you know, I like to try to update to the newest version of the game, because I want you guys to see how the new version of the game is gonna work. You know, I don't want to keep playing on an old save in an old version of the game just to keep a series going, when I could just, you know, cut and you know, basically start the new series in a new save if I have to, and then I'll work my way up to get back to where I was, you know, without having to make you guys watch it over again, and we'll start from there. So let's see. All right, let's go on one more run here really quick, and we'll start heading up that way towards the warehouse. We'll grab an axe and some supplies there. I'm not going to be doing any base building in this. I'm just going to basically, this is going to be supply runs, trying to get the stuff that we need, like the tent and a couple axes and maybe some more weapons before we basically take off for Dreadwood, because I don't know how it's going to react with the new save. Let's go ahead in here. I think I've already raided this house. Okay, let's go ahead and grab what we can before the zombies show up. We're going to grab all the meat, because I'll cook that up and build my cooking skill up. Let's go ahead and we'll leave the water. We definitely need to grab some more of this stuff, though. I'll keep on working with this until... Alright, that's so... I didn't think they were going to get there that fast. I don't want them following me back to my safe house. So I guess that's my alarm bell to say that it's time to go and let this guy take a break in the save on the hard drive. I don't want you to die, buddy. I've been having too many deaths here recently. So, well, I hope you guys are enjoying the episodes, and I hope you enjoyed the update on what's going on, and I hope you stay tuned for some more episodes of Project Zomboid, because I'm going to keep on making them. And thanks for watching the episodes. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.